Known for shows such as Community and Glow, Alison Brie bringing her brand of comedy to the upcoming film Somebody That I Used to Know.
And making the movie was truly a family affair for Brie, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. Here's a peek.
Allie?
Sean! Oh my God!
What are you doing here?
You know, I'm just visiting my old haunts on the off chance I might run into an ex from 10 years ago.
How many have you run into so far?
Running into an old flame has an awkward start, but it doesn't last long.
I haven't felt that free in I don't even know how long.
In the new romantic comedy, Somebody I Used to Know, Alison Brie stars as Allie, a woman trying to find herself.
She is a bit of a workaholic. She goes back to her hometown, runs into her ex-boyfriend, who's sort of the one that got away. She thinks that they have an amazing night, great chemistry, but then she learns that he's engaged to be married that weekend, and she decides to stick around and shake things up.
And shaking things up in her own way is actress Kiersey Clemons.
I play Cassidy. It's my wedding weekend, and then my fiance's ex shows up, and
You kind of like
I'm
her.
like, if you don't get the f*** out of me.
I'm like, wait, what?
I will cut you.
Yeah. I know you're not trying to cross me.
You know how it is with old friends.
Yeah.
You just kind of pick up where you left off.
Seems like it. You're not gonna pull some Julia Roberts, my best friend's wedding type are you?
What? No.
I've got to break up a wedding, steal the bride's fella, and I haven't one clue how to do it.
Julia Roberts' My Best Friend's Wedding. Now that's a blast from the past. And the ex is played by Jay Ellis.
I play Sean, this guy who is between these two amazing women, marrying one of them, and then obviously his ex, Allie, they bump into each other, and it kind of sends him into this tailspin of like, is he doing the right thing going into this weekend? And, you know, this nostalgia and this feeling and this past that he had with Allie, like what would have happened had it been seen through a little further.
But the film is not just about rekindling old relationships.
A lot of the movie is about kind of reconnecting with yourself and getting back to those things that you feel passionate about. And I hope that people take a little bit of that away, this kind of feeling that it's never too late to kind of reconnect with your ultimate goals and things that bring joy to your life.
Alison Brie also co-wrote the story with her husband, actor Dave Franco, who happens to be the director of the film.
We've worked together a few times, but this is the first time we've written anything together. And we actually started writing at the very, very beginning of COVID lockdown. And we, you know, at that time, the movies that we were watching were a little more uplifting and positive and optimistic just because of all the darkness happening in the world. And so we just had the idea of like, you know what, let's try to put our own version of that out into the world and try to kind of spread a little positivity.
Oh, looks cute. Somebody I Used to Know premieres globally on Prime Video this Friday.